Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. I'm Carly.
And I'm Ange.
And today we're watching the Apothecary Diaries, episode 9.
So Mau Mau at the end of last episode has returned back to the rear palace. She had a very, very funny interaction with Jinshi. He was mortified thinking that she just blew someone away.
Yeah.
what was the guy's name? We keep forgetting.
Hard to say.
Liakus.
Yeah, that.
No, you know who we're talking about. But
the red hairpin guy.
Yeah. So I hope they continue that funny interaction and he continues to be misled for a little bit. Maybe he can interact with the dude as well.
Oh, man.
Jinshi, that is.
That would be a disaster.
So that would be fun. We still need to work out who poisoned Lady Lishu, and then we also need to work out exactly who Jinshi and Mau Mau are in relation to everyone else, because Mau Mau's dad spilled some tea about something, or he alluded to the fact that it was a twist of fate that she was in the rear palace, and then there's obviously something up with Jinshi too. If you guys are interested in signing up to our Patreon, you'll gain 3 to 4 weeks of early access to our current shows, and you'll also find reactions that are exclusive to our Patreon. If you're interested, you can check out our link in the description below. But anyway, should we get into it?
Let's get into it. Love me some rainy weather.
I hate it.
He's going for it. Oh.
I think you've had enough, brother. You didn't even finish the last one.
It's unlike him. What happened? You put some rice balls in there?
Not what it seems, Carly. Remember that theme in the show? Probably helping him. It was probably medicine.
Hey! Watch your mouth.
He didn't mean it like that. Or maybe he did.
Aww.
It was brilliant. I needed to continue.
Clearly not.
Yeah, I was going to say. Hey, it wasn't medicine.
お偉いさんが死んじまいましたとさ。冷たいようだが、顔も名前も知らぬ人間に同情できるほど感傷深くない。年齢は磯路を過ぎ、死因といえば酒の飲みすぎ。
She smells a rat.
自業自得だ。
Oh.
だが後年殿は酒に強い。飲みすぎで死んだとは思え。
He wasn't no lightweight.
死んだ男の名は後年。酒を亀ごと飲み干す豪快な武人で、人柄も良かったという。
ガオシュ。はい。
Gaoshun. That's his name. Okay. I remember that.
Oh, best day ever.
酒瓶だ。舐めて平気なのか。
Good job.
Oh my word.
Oh, there's no poison.
Yeah, she was kind of hoping there was going to be some.
塩か。
そうです。ジンシ様、言いましたよね。後年様はある日突然甘党になり、以来甘味しか口にしなかったと。
ああ。
しかし、酒瓶には乾いて粒が残るほどのたくさんの塩が含まれていた。
So they were just big balls of salt.
Making him drink more and more?
取りすぎると毒になります。
Ah.
つまり死因は
飲んだ酒の量と溶け込んだ塩の量
Oh, dehydration?
これが原因であってもおかしくはないでしょう。
いやだが
You saw how big
それだ
those
け塩辛いものを飲んだら普通
crystals
の
or
味で
whatever they were.
これを見てください。味覚がなくなる病があります。原因は食の偏りやストレス。真面目な人間ほど心を抑制し、その負荷は病へ変わってしまう。
では
Who oversalted him? I want
酒瓶に塩
I
を
want justice.
竹の席のちょっとした嫌がらせのつもりで気に入らない人間の酒瓶にいたずらを仕掛けたのかも。なのに相手が平気な顔で飲み続けるので気づくまで加えてやろうと思うかもしれない。
Testing the waters.
はいギョイ
卑怯だよな。ここまできっかけを与えたなら犯人を教えたも同然なのに。私は誰かが罰せられる直接の原因になりたくない。
So she just wants to maybe lead them there to the answer.
Well, she tried.
Hmm.
例だ
ひょうたん。
ああ昨日のものとは違うがバレないように飲めよ
ありがとうございます。
感謝している顔に見えないが
Give him a little huggy hug.
それよりも真面目にお仕事なさってください。この反応はサボってるな。やめ込まないうちに終わらせてよ。
真面目に仕事はしている
どのような。
ああそういえばこんな法案があったな年若い者が酒に溺れるのを防ぐために年齢制限をつけるべきだと酒は20歳になるまで禁止せよと
The
Bad luck.
face.
He's got the upper hand now. He's gonna make her grovel.
He's getting his revenge.
Someone being dramatic, or is someone actually drowning?
I don't know, is it a flashback or present time?
Nope, someone's drowned.
検視すべき医者がこれとは全くもってやぶである。
Wow. Compose yourself.
I don't know how he's in the job. Guy's been a mess from the start.
死体に触れられないのはなぜだ
薬の師匠に言われているからです。
意味を嫌うからか
いえ、
Evidence.
人間も薬の材料になるからです。
好奇心旺盛な男
Oh.
が一度でも手を出したら墓荒らしくらいするだろう。絶対に一線を越えるな。
Oh my gosh.
失礼な反応だ。
先生ちゃんと見てもらえないだろうか
This man. I can't.
娘は小食の下女で昨日まで普通に働いていた
What the heck
映画
happened?
の見解では昨夜塀に登り堀に身を投げ
Wonder if it's got any connection to the other man who died in the
投身自殺。
bar, the pub.
I'm gonna say it was a murder. Yeah.
わかりませんが、少なくとも一人では無理だと思います。
どういうことだ
She was pushed in.
壁にはしごはなく、傍らに登るための道具がなかったからです。そこで職人が利用したと思われる突起を見つけたのです。ですが、大抵の女性は難しいでしょう。ましてや、あの下女のような転足のものは。
Yeah, she wouldn't have had any balance to get up there, surely.
自殺でないなら他殺だというのか
それはわかりません。ただ、生きたまま堀の中に落ちたのは確かだと思います。
She looked scared when she was in there.
何度も堀をかいたのでしょう。死体の指先が
Yeah.
赤く血に染まっていました。でも、もし自分が死ぬとするなら、
何を考えている
死ぬならどんな毒にしようかと。
死ぬ気か
Oh my gosh.
guess seeing all of this, everything that's happened recently is probably catching up to her a bit. The reality of it.
It's been a lot.
もし私を処刑する場合、毒殺にしていただけませんか？
なんでそうなる？
もし私が何か粗相をした場合、処分を下すのは人士様でしょうから。
She has not read him well at all.
No.
の報告がようやく届きました。
腕に火傷を負ったものを探せと言ってから2月も経っている。時間のかけすぎだ。
申し訳ありません。
Oh.
祝妃、アード王妃の次女頭です。
Hold on a
Okay.
second.
下がっている。
I'm not surprised.
アード王妃。
Okay. Okay, Carly. So now we have a proper suspect.
Yes.
And it does have to do with Arduo, Lady Arduo, as suspected.
Yeah, but now this makes me think that it's not actually her because
Yeah.
they always try and, you know what they always try
Yeah.
and do.
They lead you in one direction only to swerve at the last minute.
It's a little bit foggy, but I'm pretty sure from episode 5, the man came to Mao Mao and the doctor with like a big rash on his hands from the tablets or whatever he was handling when he threw them in the fire, and then it like really spread and stuff. So I think it was speculated that there was some sort of secret message on the tablets, and Jinshi was like really sus about it and wanted someone, or that guy, what's his name again? Gao,
Gao Shun or something like that, yeah.
to investigate on it. I don't know how that exactly coincides, but she's sus. Arduo's people are they're just all sus.
For sure. I think we were both speculating on why she would be somewhat involved. You had a pretty in-depth theory about it. It looks like the next few episodes are probably going to be based around her a little bit, and why she might have those intentions.
Yeah.
What I wanted to comment on a little bit more in this episode was Mao Mao's state of mind. It's the first time we've really seen her look a little bit vulnerable or dejected almost, kind of just realizing her position in the palace. When she saw that servant died, and whether or not she was murdered or if it was a suicide, the fact that it was kind of just almost swept under the rug and kind of left alone just kind of maybe puts things into perspective for her, and that's why she went on that sort of tangent with Jinshi saying, you know, if I'm going to be executed, make sure at least I go out the way I want to go out. Yeah, she must like view herself as kind of you know the trash to take out almost, because she's not one of the higher ups. I don't know the terminology, so I guess she's a commoner, right? So yeah, that was pretty sad to see, but it was kind of nice just to see Jinshi shut it down immediately.
Well, I mean, imagine if someone asked you that.
I know that, but he's like in higher standing.
Yeah, I get that. I think it doesn't help that she's so young and she's grown up with so much death around her. Like, it seemed like it was really weighing down on her. Like, this could just happen to me at any moment.
Yeah.
At least let it happen the way I want to go out. And then she humbled herself even further and was like, sorry, I asked that. I shouldn't be allowed to have any say.
Yeah. I am starting to enjoy the relationship between Jinshi and Mao Mao a little bit more. It's very slow.
Yeah.
It's like a slow build up, but I think it's better that way. Yeah, because the way we were introduced to him, he was just he had a punchable face.
Creepy man.
Yeah, and now you know, he's all right, and we know there's probably a lot of layers to him. We don't know exactly everything going on with him, but yeah, there's a lot of, I'm actually surprised there are a lot of different plot points going on now. You know, I kind of like it how there are some that are character based or character driven, and then there are some that it's more plot driven. You know, you've got some mysteries shrouding Mao Mao and Jinshi, like two of the main characters, but then at the same time you've got the murder mysteries too. I feel like they work well together. It's just the way to keep the episodes fresh the whole way through.
Yeah, you've got multiple things to be thinking about, and I feel like that's a really good way for the writer to try and be like, look over here, and then bam, something comes out over there, and it's like, oh.
Exactly, and not to exhaust you with the same thing, because then you've kind of got an episode where you can't always be thinking about the same thing at once. So then when you do get a twist, you're like, oh, you know, it's still fresh, but, you know, maybe you were preoccupied thinking about, you know, the main plot rather than, what Jinchi has to do with something or what Mao Mao has to do with something. I am starting to also get the impression that she's starting to like Jinchi a little bit more.
I think so too.
Like she actually takes time to consider what he might be feeling in a way.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, she's thinking about it at least. Whereas before she was like, what does this creep want?
I know she's very attentive to details and stuff like that, but she's like really paying attention.
Mm-hmm.
And then asking him about it, like she saw that he was in mourning, and then she wanted to kind of almost check in
Yeah.
and
Yeah, that
understand
was
why.
sad.
Yeah,
Do you think maybe everything is sort of connected? Like certain people are sort of being taken out for like the same big reason?
it could be. So we're starting to uncover like the main murder or the main insidious plot, which was to poison and murder Lady Li Shu, and it's presumably from Arduo and her crew.
Mm.
Who was the girl's name? I forgot. Fermentation, something like that. Fegment. Okay.
Oh, wait. Fang
Yeah.
Ling?
I don't think there was a Ling, but
Crap.
her, right, who's
Yeah.
got to do with Arduo. These other people that have died, you're right. It could be like almost a
Cover up.
yeah. They could be people that may have been able to expose her or may have been somewhat in the know
Mm.
about events that were concerning them.
Because the man who died in the bar was friendly with Jin Shi, and if he had like the wrong information, he could have warned Jin Shi about it, and that wouldn't have been good for the other party.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So like the girl, the servant, may have been a witness to something and needed to be taken out just to cull the trail.
Hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's sad.
Potentially, yeah. Yeah, that could be something. Because although there are like the small mysteries that kind of get figured out a little bit or left, there has to be some sort of reason for them, right?
Yeah.
Like
Unless this is just the happenings of like everyday life back
but
then.
I don't know.
I'm under the impression that it's sort of all connected. I'm sure this thing would have like happened every now and then.
Yeah, but I highly doubt. Like I know Mao Mao's concerned that if they step out of line or do the smallest thing, they could have their heads chopped off. But I highly doubt this sort of thing is just going to be going on. I don't know.
That was a very public execution, though, wasn't it? These people have been like killed.
Yeah, but yeah. So what I'm saying is, in this environment, it seems as though the only reason why this would be happening would be as part of like a big
Hush hush sort of thing.
Yeah, it seems like a pretty peaceful palace outside of. I have to reword that. What I'm saying is the people inside the palace, from most parties that we see, it's all pretty chill. It all probably comes from the one point, from the one place.
Mm.
All of the mishappenings. Like, it wouldn't. Jinshi's not going around ordering people to die, for example, even though Mao Mao thinks that, if it came down to it, he's the one who's got to give the final order.
It's not Jinshi because he's the one.
I'm not saying that.
Yeah.
I'm not saying that at all. Okay. I'm saying that outside of whoever's doing this, it's not that sort of environment where people are just, dying because someone spilled some coffee or spilled some tea.
Mm. So what's like the big picture here? It's Arduo. It's got to be.
Yeah, everything would. That's what I'm saying. Like everything should be linked to this, almost the same group of people. So when you find the one perpetrator or the perpetrators who are trying to poison Li Shu, they're probably connected to everything else because it doesn't seem like a murderous environment. That's what I'm trying to get at.
Yeah.
I struggle to articulate myself.
So, okay, Arduo's goal is either to marry or kill the emperor.
I feel like there'd be no reason to kill this emperor.
But wait, you have to think broader. Because Arduo was with the previous emperor before.
Who was a sick bastard.
Who was a sick kind of guy.
Yeah.
Okay? Maybe she wants, like, generational revenge. She's got beef with the dowager, maybe. Obviously, nothing has told us that she would, but she was, like, the main concubine. Dowager was obviously the wife. Surely we had some cat fights back in the day.
Let me build on that.
Okay.
Let me build.
Bob the Builder. Let's go.
Okay. She also had purple hair, right?
The Dowager?
Arduo.
Yes. Oh. Yeah.
Now, if my theory about Jinshi is correct, and let's say Jinshi is some sort of noble, maybe Arduo's like, hold on, Dowager woman. This is building off your theory. Hold on, Dowager woman. This is my son. I should be in higher standing here, not you.
Wait, Jinshi is Arduo's son? I would get why there would be confusion with who Jinshi's father is, but it's kind of obvious and hard to hide who Jinshi's mother would be since
Yeah.
the birth had to take place.
Okay, you want to leave that on the shelf? We can leave that on the shelf.
Yeah. I still think there's an actual brother who's sick and hasn't left the building. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, okay. Well, I was just trying to build off your theory, but yeah.
Maybe Arduo wants to take out the Emperor so that Jinshi can be the Emperor, who is her son, who she conceived with the Emperor's dead father.
Okay.
Thank you so much for watching our reaction. If you liked it, please give us a thumbs up and subscribe. It would really help us out. For early access to all of our reactions, you can support us on Patreon if you'd like. And yeah, thank you so much again. We'll see you in the next one. Bye!